Hi everyone. So today I wanted to talk about God's protection while we're waiting. I know sometimes it's said that to wait on God, that He's gonna bring someone in the right time, and that it's gonna be worth the wait and all of this, and that you must um, make a sacrifice. Like it's kind of like a sacrifice, because if you look at it, you're not like at anybody that come at you. You're not just say, oh, okay, and you just give in, and you go up with any and everybody, right? You're making a sacrifice, and you're waiting on that person that God has for you. I was thinking about this the other day. We said it's a sacrifice when we're waiting, and we not go with anybody, like, because you know what, it is tempting. Let's say somebody is interested in you and they come over to you and they ask you out. You find them very attractive. The tension is nice and all that. It's tempting to take up that offer, but sometimes deep down inside that what, this is not right. Even though the person might seem to be a very nice person, that this is not right. So sometimes you say, okay, you know what, I can't, I'm sorry, and you call that a sacrifice, and you wait, and I guess you call it a sacrifice because it's something that looks really nice and you really want to do it, but you decide not to do it. But I was thinking about this. We say it's a sacrifice, but let's just say we didn't make that sacrifice and we decided to go with it. Maybe go out with a person, get to know that person, and even though we know that we're not supposed to, but we just say, you know what, it's not gonna hurt anything. Just let me go, and we go out for this person. And then first few days or weeks or so, it's like really nice, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is so magical. The girls like that, or the guys might be, like, she's such a great girl and everything. And then you get to know this person and you realize, okay, I didn't see this before. Or you end up getting, girls end up getting pregnant, you end up getting some disease, or you end up getting hurt in this relationship. And sometimes it's not that the person is a bad person, it's just that maybe it might not be in a good time in your life or their life. They might still be dealing with stuff. So now you guys finally realize, what, this is not working, so you decide to split, and then you gotta deal with some hurt, they gotta deal with some hurt, you gotta heal from some hurt, and all these different things that could happen if you go along with it and not make the sacrifice, right? But then it's like, you say it's a sacrifice not to do that, but then look at the consequences of doing it. It's kind of like, if you go ahead, if you wait back, you might not, you get that attention and all that at that moment, right? And you might feel like, oh gosh, look, everybody else, and you might be looking at everybody else and it looks so great outside there. But if you do go ahead with it, you have all these different things that you may have to deal with. You might gotta heal from some hurt. You might get some disease. You can get pregnant. Like, all these different things could happen to you if you do go ahead with it. So I was thinking, it's not really a sacrifice because it's like you're being protected. When I think about it with me, like, it might seem that okay, like, nobody notices you or so, but it's not that. It's just that God is protecting you. Because I think about it, if somebody should come, what should I say? Like, I think about things like that. If this should happen, then what would I actually do in this situation? Like, I'm saying this doesn't happen or that doesn't happen, but if it does happen, like, what would I do in that situation? You think ahead, and then I'm like, grateful, God, thank you that this doesn't happen or that doesn't happen, because I don't know if I can handle this or I can handle that. And see, the thing about it is that God knows what you can handle and what you can't. So sometimes He might be keeping this away from you because He knows that, what, you're better off if He doesn't expose you to this or expose you to that. But you might be seeing it as, I can't have any fun, I can't do nothing, everybody else is doing this and doing that and I can't do it. But I realize that God is protecting me, and I'm grateful for His protection. And I know that in due time, He's going to bring someone, And in the meantime, I don't want to just be sitting in this season or this chapter of my life waiting around, okay, waiting for the next season. No, I want to be able to enjoy this season. I don't want this season to pass and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't really enjoy that season. I was so busy. I didn't even know what happened in that season. I was so busy looking in the other season. And the thing about it, those people that want to get married, that is gonna come in its time. But think about it this way, now you're single, there's so many things that you can do that you may not be able to do when you do get married. And I also think about it this way too, marriage is responsibility. You know, you have other responsibilities to take care of. Certain things you can't do anymore. And there are joyful times in those seasons, but there are also challenging times in those seasons, in that season. And this season that you're in right now is a season for you to prepare. So when that season do come, you can enjoy it as you should. Because think about it this way, you know, that season has its challenges. But you know, every season has its challenges. But you can go through a challenge with a smile on your face. You don't have to go through a challenge feeling all depressed and frustrated. And the thing about how you're gonna have that joy and that smile on your face when you're going through that challenge is because from your development from this season, learning in this season that, you know what, God is gonna take care of this. Let me just put it in His hands. Worrying doesn't help anything, and things like that you learn. And sometimes it doesn't. You don't learn it just by, you know, one time. Just okay, I ain't worried about nothing else anymore. You know, you learn bit by bit. You might go through a season now and you might worry a bit, and you try to pull yourself up and say, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna worry. And then you get through the season. Next season come, you might lapse back a bit, and then you might pick yourself up and then go again, and you keep trying and trying and trying. That's how you get better. After a while, you know, this might be nothing for you, you know. And I've learned that too. It's kind of like you don't just get something like this. You need to keep at it. Consistency. Keep going at it. So I want to encourage you in this season that you're in, you know, while you're single, to prepare yourself for what you're waiting for. Don't just wait for it, prepare for it, you know, and enjoy it and see God's protection when He shields you from it. It's not that, you know, nobody don't notice you. And the thing I learned too, it's not that nobody don't notice you. People notice you, you know. And you think about it too, nobody might come up and tell you something, but that doesn't mean that they don't find you attractive, you know. And sometimes you might be thinking, you know, this. And the thing about it, don't look to people to validate you. You validate yourself. You look at yourself and you tell yourself how pretty you are, or how beautiful you are, how good you are at something. You validate yourself. Don't wait for other people to do it. If they do it, it's a bonus. But you got to validate it, and you got to know it. Because it makes no sense for somebody to come and tell you, oh, you're this, you're that. And you're like, really? You sure? I don't know about that. Because you're not going to carry yourself in that manner. And it makes no sense what they think if you don't carry yourself in that way. You know, what matters is what you think. So I want to encourage you to embrace God's protection in this season. And don't feel as if, you know, you're missing out on anything. You're not. You know, enjoy this time to the fullest. It's going to be over. You know what? It's kind of like it's going to be over soon. And you got to hurry up and do everything that you can right now. Because when it's over, you're not going to get it back. One thing I don't want in my life to be looking back and saying that I should have done this or I should have done that. And I didn't this or I didn't that because I was so busy thinking about or worrying about what is ahead. You know, you should prepare for what's ahead, you know. But you shouldn't be so thinking as, you know, okay, when this happened, then everything is going to be good, you know, and you was waiting to enjoy it. And there's so much you can enjoy in this season here, and you take control of your life and enjoy it. You want to, okay, so now you feel bored, take yourself out, get up, go take a walk, take yourself to dinner, go watch a movie. You know, you can have a movie night, get your popcorn or something. Do fun activities for yourself and enjoy this season. Enjoy God's protection in this season. Enjoy it and be grateful for it. There's so many things God is shielding you from. Most times we just see the wonderful things out there, like, oh, go out on a date, you get all this attention, and we focusing on that part. But there's so much more behind that, and God sees it, and that's why He's protecting you from it. Trust His protection. He don't just see you because, you know, He doesn't know what He's doing, and oh shoot, if I had known before, then you could have this and you missed out on all this fun because I didn't look ahead. God is not like that. He's organized. He's organized. He knows what He's doing. He knows you better than you know yourself. You might think, oh, I can handle that, you know. That don't look that bad. And from your perspective, it doesn't look that bad. God's word said to lead not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him. In Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. So despite you might be looking at that thing thinking, it doesn't look that bad, you know, I can handle it. But He knows that you can't handle it. So He's telling you, you know, or he's keeping you from it, protecting you from it, but you're thinking, oh, I can handle it. You know, don't just trust what you can see in front of your face. There's so much more behind that. Excuse me. And the house can be so beautiful on the outside, and when you get inside, it's like, okay, what happened in here, you know? Or somebody can put up a nice picture in front of this thing, and when you look behind the picture, it's like, okay, what happened there, you know? So don't just trust what you can see. Trust God's guidance. Pretend like you're blind and you need God to be your eyes. You know, God, I can't see. I don't know this person as well as you know. You know them. Should I go or should I not? You know? Like, ask him and trust him to guide you. Just know that whatever God does, even if it's painful or it feels like, why this had to happen this way or so, you know, just trust that whatever God does, however he does it, even if it's painful, it's working for your good. Like your parents, when they feed you vegetables that you don't like, or give you something to drink that you don't like, you know, it's not because, you know, they're trying to punish you for something that you did last week. As you can drink the thing this today, you know, because you didn't listen to me yesterday. God doesn't treat us like that. Your parents don't treat you like that, you know. He gives you it because he knows it's good for you. He does this for you because he knows that it's good for you. It's the best thing for you, even if you can't see it at the moment. You ever look back and see, you know, something that you wanted to do that was so tempting and attractive, and then you didn't do it because you know that it was the wrong thing. You make the right decision not to do it, and then later on you look back and say, oh gosh, dear Lord, thank you for protecting me, God. Thank you for saving me from that. You know, you ever look back in your life and notice that? Just trust God. And this season might feel like if it's long and it's, you know, like I'm talking about this single season, and you're waiting on God, and God seems to be taking long. You feel as if, what if you know, he needs my help? It's not like, you know, you got somebody doing it taking long. You feel like, do you need my help there? You know, he doesn't need your help. If he needs your help, he's gonna guide you as in what you should do. Your part right now is to prepare yourself, because, you know, sometimes you might be busy worrying about, you know, that season that you're not preparing yourself, and then when you get to that season, there's something that you should have dealt with in your single season that you didn't deal with, that now is causing problems in this season. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but trust God's protection, embrace it, prepare yourself for the next season, and not just sit down and wait for it. Enjoy this season, and not just think that, oh, when the next season comes, I'm going to enjoy it then. Okay, I hope this was an encouragement to you. This was encouragement to me. I'm encouraging myself, and I know that I'm not the only person that might be going through this season or going through this. And I just thought that maybe, you know, this might be some form of encouragement to you. Enjoy yourself, you know. Before you know it, this season is going to be over. Because most times when you're going through something, it feels like if it's taking long, and then when you come out, you feel like, wow, time fly, you know. So enjoy this season. Enjoy God's protection. Embrace it. Trust him. Trust it. And prepare yourself for what's to come. When it comes, it's going to be great. But it's only going to be great if you prepare for it. You don't want to be like the 5 foolish virgins that didn't walk with enough oil for their lamps, and then they had to run back for more, and they missed the bridegroom. Prepare. Be well prepared. Take this season to prepare yourself. And if you get busy in preparing, time is going to fly so fast. By the time you're done, it's like, wait, already? Alright, I'll come in, you know. Anyway, thank you for watching my video, and see you in my next video. Bye.